What did she see? What you can see can hurt you. Who do you trust when you can't trust yourself? Rachel is a recovering alcoholic who shares an apartment with her friend Kathy. Rachel spends her days aimlessly riding to New York City by train after losing her job and ending her marriage. From the train, she watches the daily activities of her ex-husband, Tom, and his new wife, Anna, and a neighboring couple, Scott and Megan, whom she feels is the ideal couple. During her marriage with Tom, Rachel struggled with depression due to her infertility, which eventually led to a path of alcohol abuse, resulting in frequent blackouts and self-destructive actions. At a barbecue hosted by Tom's boss, her intoxicated behavior caused a scene, ultimately leading to Tom getting fired from his job. Presently, when drunk, Rachel frequently harasses Tom and Anna, bombarding them with calls throughout the day, though she has little recollection of this behavior once she sobers up. Unknown to her, Megan, who had been working as a babysitter for Anna, unexpectedly resigns from her job without much explanation. On the way home one day, Rachel sees Megan kissing a stranger on her balcony and gets furious because she thinks Megan is ruining her perfect marriage. After a drinking binge, Rachel exits the train to confront Megan, only to black out and wake up hours later at her apartment, wounded and covered in blood. However, when Kathy questions her, she doesn't remember the events. Megan is later reported missing, and Rachel is questioned by Detective Sergeant Riley, who suspects Rachel's involvement in the incident based on her previous erratic behavior and presence in the neighborhood on the evening of Megan's disappearance. Rachel suspects a fellow passenger of following her off the train and sees him in flashbacks from that evening. But she can't put together her memories. When Rachel hears that Scott is asking for public help in finding his missing wife, she approaches him under the premise of being Megan's friend. She gives him information about Megan's affair. Using a picture, she identifies the person seen on the balcony with Megan as Dr. Abdick, Megan's psychiatrist. As a result, Abdick becomes the target of a police investigation. However, Abdick reveals to the police that Scott was emotionally abusive to Megan, so the suspicion shifts to Scott. Over time, it becomes clear that Scott showed aggressive and dominant behavior, whilst Megan struggled with deceit, sex addiction, and a fear of pregnancy. She had frequent therapy sessions with Abdick, where she told him about her past experiences. During one of her final sessions, she shared a tragic experience from her adolescence when she accidentally drowned her baby daughter in the bathtub and never forgave herself for it. Suspecting Dr. Abdick's involvement in Megan's disappearance, Rachel schedules a meeting with him, only to find herself digging into her own emotional struggles during the conversation. Later, while at a bar, she recognizes the man who had been following her from the train and decides to confront him. He tells that he found Rachel lying in a tunnel on his way home and tried to help her, but she refused. Rachel revisits the tunnel and recollects a moment when she witnessed Megan yelling at her just before she got injured. Meanwhile, Anna becomes skeptical of Tom's actions after Sergeant Riley suggests that Tom may be encouraging Rachel's behavior by keeping in touch with her. Anna tries to hack into Tom's computer, which eventually leads her to a hidden phone with multiple voice messages from another woman with whom Tom is having an affair. The voicemail greeting reveals that the phone belonged to Megan. During these events, Megan's lifeless corpse is discovered, and a forensic examination reveals her pregnancy. However, neither Scott nor Abdick is the child's father. Driven by confusion and rage, Scott approaches Rachel at her home, accusing her of lying about her friendship with Megan, implicating Abdick to the authorities, and setting him up as the new prime suspect in Megan's death. Rachel contacts the police, stating concern that Scott's aggressiveness may imply his involvement in Megan's death. However, Sergeant Riley tells her that Scott has been ruled out as a suspect, citing CCTV video that shows him in a bar at the time of the event. While on the train, Rachel sees Martha, Tom's old boss's wife, and apologizes for her behavior at the barbecue. However, Martha reveals that Tom got fired for his sexual misconduct towards coworkers. Rachel realizes that Tom controlled her perspective by fabricating memories during her blackouts, and that he was physically violent to her during her blackout periods, which explains the injuries she frequently woke up with. Rachel, who is now sober, figures out that Megan told Abdick about her pregnancy, which led to their encounter on the balcony. After leaving the train that day, Rachel saw Megan meeting Tom, and when she tried to confront them, Tom assaulted Rachel. Later, Megan told Tom about the baby and refused to get an abortion. Out of fear that their affair would be exposed, Tom killed Megan. Rachel goes to Tom's house and tries to warn Anna about the affair, only to discover that Anna is already aware of it. When both women confront Tom about Megan, he reacts with anger. Tom takes Evie out of the room, and a scared Anna pleads with him to give her the baby. He tries to force Rachel to drink alcohol again. He then throws a drink in her face and knocks her out. After waking up, Tom tries to suggest that Rachel is responsible for his actions. Rachel tries to escape, but finds the front door locked. Tom violently tries to strangle her, while Anna, at the top of the staircase, guards their child, Evie. Desperately, Rachel retreats into the kitchen and finds a corkscrew for defense. Outside in the garden, Tom grabs hold of her, and in the following struggle, Rachel turns and plunges the corkscrew into his neck. Anna then intervenes and drives the corkscrew deeper into Tom's neck, ultimately causing his demise. Rachel and Anna are both arrested by authorities, and each individually claims to the police that Rachel acted in self-defense, eventually killing Tom when he admitted to being Megan's murderer. Despite the initial skepticism from the detective, Anna confirms Rachel's testimony, acknowledging the accuracy of Rachel's statements. Fast forward 1 year, a sobered-up Rachel takes the same daily commute to her new job. However, she now sits on the opposite side of a different carriage, symbolizing her departure from her previous neighborhood and the turbulent events of the past. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.